There's two types of videos in the world, reacts and not reacts. And this is the second one, the second kind. I just wanted to address this question I've been getting as to why I'm not on Gielinor Games Season 4. It's the first season I'm not there for. Figured I'd make a little video talking about, why I'm not there and why people think I'm not there and why they're wrong for thinking that. But we'll get to that. Let's talk about the real reasons of why I'm not on Gielinor Games Season 4. First reason being I was moving. That is the main reason, the biggest reason. During the time of filming Gielinor Games, I was taking my entire life from one building and moving it to a new one that I bought with money that I have a mortgage. That's what I'm telling you. I moved, and it's a very stressful thing to do. I'm sure most of you have moved before. I didn't want to be the guy who was causing any sort of delay in filming. Soup probably doesn't talk about it too much. I don't know how much he goes into it during the live streams after the episodes air on Twitch, but no one really grasps how hard it is to schedule an event like Gielinor Games for filming with all of those time zones, all of those creators. There's like a creator in every fucking time zone on the planet. And Soup has to somehow, by some sort of miracle, sync everyone up for 1 to 2.5 hours a week. The fact that he's able to do this for 4 seasons, it's a miracle that we have these episodes. I don't know how he does it. I don't know. It's probably why he's bald. He probably had hair at the start. What's up, Soup? Sorry, man. If anyone had a schedule conflict for one of these things, I mean, it would have to be pushed back. Someone would need to fill in. And obviously, you don't want substitutes. You want the people who are brought there to be the ones competing in each challenge. I wouldn't want to be the guy to delay filming. I mean, there were times where we would literally not film for 2 or 3 weeks because no one's schedule could sync it all up correctly. I mean, it was tough. It's always tough. I mean, I can't give Soup enough praise and commend him anymore. It's crazy that he's able to do that. I'd feel terrible. So moving was a huge contributor to that. By the way, before I go into the second reason, I just want to put it out there that Gielinor Games is about an hour to 2.5 hours a week max. I just have been seeing these little whispers about 40 to 50 hours of filming. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Just simply not true. What the fuck? Anyway, the second reason, I've talked about it a few times, mentioned it. My health wasn't the best, still isn't. I have chronic diverticulitis. Feel free to look it up. It sucks. It's a stomach colon problem. It could lead potentially into a pretty major surgery either this year or the next, depending on how my body's doing. But it could basically take me out of commission, out of nowhere, unexpectedly, just whenever. I can only control it so much. It's just one of those things where doctors aren't really sure what's going on. And the only set solution is to literally take part of my colon out. So that's kind of fucked. But that's the health issue I've been dealing with. And when it happens, it's very scary. And Soup is very much aware that I've been going through this. I think the second time I ever had an attack of it, I was actually with Soup and a bunch of our friends at DreamHack San Diego in 2023. And I literally started having an attack of it while we were there and had to go home a day early. It sucks, man. It's a really shitty thing. I don't know how I have it. I don't know why. I'm not supposed to get it till, 50, 60 years old is when most people get it. But I've got it. Nothing I can do. That being said, it kind of brought this uncertainty along a lot of the time. I mean, when it hit, I'm out. Have to basically clear liquid diet, lay in bed, get as much rest as possible, and just prioritize healing. Actually, during the filming of Gielinor Games Season 4, I was admitted to the hospital. While they were filming a certain episode, I think it was the same day, I was admitted to the hospital. I didn't want to be the guy, dude. I didn't want to be the guy pushing everyone's schedule back, delaying Soup's already incredibly hard task of getting a schedule together and syncing everyone up from every time zone in the world. When I've got a bunch of shit like that going on, I couldn't bring my best entertaining version of me to the recording sessions, because I'd have a lot of other shit going on in my mind that I'd be kind of thinking about. Those are the two main reasons of why I'm not there. Definitely feel a little FOMO. It was really like one of those cool things where, you know, I got to spend time and talk with a lot of other creators, even if it was just momentarily, that I never really talked with before. And, you know, the fact that we all got together every week was really cool. It was so much fun. That being said, I'm incredibly happy for Soup. Just hit like number 11 or something on trending, not even on just gaming, but like all of trending on YouTube, which is fucking amazing. Talk about putting old school on the map. Soup is doing just that. What a fucking deserved thing. The amount of effort that dude puts into every little detail of each episode is bizarre. He's always working on these things, man. Even right now, he's still, at this moment, I guarantee he's got Premiere open doing some weird shit that we're probably not even gonna notice, but he's got to perfect it. So he's probably doing that right now. I'm looking forward to all the other episodes. I'll be on the sidelines with all of you people. Now, I would like to address the reason that people speculate as to why I'm not there, and it's kind of like the elephant in the room when we're talking about me and Gielinor Games, in that I'm not a pro at old school RuneScape. I'm not amongst the best at the game. I've never branded myself as the best. I've proved a few times that I am capable of doing incredibly difficult content under difficult circumstances, like doing the Corrupted Gauntlet with absolute shit stats on buy release, because I understand the video game and how it works. The way that I like to put it in perspective for viewers, me going into Gielinor Games, going in with some sort of mindset that I'm going to go in and win it all, is a lot like a college basketball player going to the NBA All-Star Tournament against LeBron James and Steph Curry and Joel Embiid and saying, I'm gonna MVP this shit. I'm gonna come out on top. I'm gonna show all these fuckers what I'm made of. And that would be silly. What I'm saying is, I have never been invited to Gielinor Games to enter it with the mindset of, I'm here to take home first place. I'm going to be the victor of Gielinor Games. I've never gone into any filming session with that mentality, because that's not me. And Soup knows that. And I think there's a very common misconception, which is completely understandable. I understand exactly where audience comes from when they think that Gielinor Games exists to showcase the best of the best. These content creators that are incredibly talented at the game in a competitive setting. This is it. These are the all-stars of all time here. Yes, there's a lot of talent. There's not many players that have as much game knowledge or talent at the game as people like Settled and Bodhi. They're amongst the best of the best, and they happen to be content creators that are entertaining. And that second part is by far the most important. When Soup is in production of Gielinor Games, his goal is not to showcase the best of the best. That is like a fraction. That's like a bonus. The main goal is to entertain you. If it was just in-game talent, it wouldn't captivate you as much as it does. There is so much that goes into Gielinor Games that is only possible because of the contestants that Soup brings along. Every person of all skills and all experience of the game is there for a reason. He's not inviting anybody for any other reason other than he believes it would make for good chemistry amongst other contestants and make for entertainment. If game talent was the main priority here, I would not have been invited to every season of Gielinor Games, because it's not what I do. Soup knows that's not what I do. Every time I've been a contestant since season 1, I've shown up every time with the only goal of, how do I bring my own entertainment value to this? How do I make the people around me laugh? How do I have the most fun? And how do I make it fun for everyone else here? That was always my goal going in. Because I think that's what matters the most out of this. You know, most of my entertainment value is going to come from the shit that I spew out of my mouth. It's not going to come from my PVM knowledge, you know? And for others, it might be coming from their PVM knowledge. If everyone was there for their PVM knowledge, it would get boring. Gielinor Games is a whole lot more than just skill at the game. Soup knows that how I feel about his comment section and the general viewers of Gielinor games, just because it was so different from my crowd, and just how fucking brutal they are. Because it's a competitive setting, so you're going to get the more serious viewers who are a lot more critical about everything, which I get. But I had never been in that sort of setting before, so it was very weird for me. At the end of the day, it's fucking old school RuneScape. Everyone's there for fun. Seeing a bunch of comments being constantly critical in a very insulting way was very off-putting. My goal was also always to try and showcase that I wasn't that bad at the game, which, under the pressure of a challenge, often timed, not easy to do. Very incredibly difficult, I'd say. So, you know, it was rough. Dude, trying to talk about this shit in any sort of organized way is impossible. I don't know what I'm even talking about at this point. A lot of viewers will mention contestants that don't have as much game experience, you know, saying stuff like, you know, why are they there? You know, I got that a lot. Through all 3 seasons, I had a lot of people saying, why is he there? There's people so much better at the game than him. Why even let him on? It would be really easy to see what I'm talking about if someone came on to Gielinor Games that was incredible at the game. Someone with equivalent game knowledge and understanding of game mechanics as Bodhi just comes along. But his confessionals fucking suck. He's not communicating during the challenges. He does not doing any live commentary. People would be saying the same thing of why the fuck is he here? It doesn't matter what he's doing. It brings some entertainment value to people. This is often seen with like Valorant. There's a lot of Valorant creators out there that just stay fucking straight-faced silent. And people just watch them because they're good at the game and what kind of gameplay they're seeing. That sucks. For something that Soup's trying to create, that would not work. A player who's strictly really good at the game but has no personality is not going to work for what he's trying to do here. There's plenty of places to go see people be good at RuneScape, but this is the place to get the unique experience of Gielinor Games and the contestants bringing something unique to the table, and not just being good at RuneScape. There's 100 other things that the contestants that Soup brings on can entertain you with. That's way more important. I just wanted to kind of provide that perspective because it's just time after time I just shake my head reading comments. The situation I'll use from this season in episode 1, this is a spoiler if you haven't seen the first episode yet. You know, you could probably just go watch the fucking episode, then come back. At the end, it's V the victim, and he brings the cookies to, you know, the elimination. V the victim has literally won Gielinor Games. His whole thing is being good at games, no matter what he's doing. The dude was playing in OnlyFans on World of Warcraft, just going through endgame dungeons on hardcore with some of the biggest streamers on the platform, fucking carrying them. Except for one incident, don't look into that. The dude is amazing at any game he plays, and he does the logical thing you should do in the elimination of pick a player you know you're gonna beat if you'd like to stay in Gielinor Games. Anybody in his position would have probably picked the same player because of the game experience that she had. That was the way that Soup designed the new season. He wasn't gonna lose that. I saw so many comments in there saying like, why was she even there? What was the point of that? But I could already tell, based on the confessionals that Zakookies was doing, she would have been incredibly entertaining throughout the whole season had she made it farther. Look, I know there's the whole farmers argument there, you know, oh, she's in the farmers, that's why she was brought on. But if she was completely boring, I fucking promise you that Soup wouldn't have brought her on. I promise you, she wouldn't have got the invite. Like, I get the argument there. Soup does not care. I just wanted to give the perspective that there's a lot more to Gielinor Games than just showcasing in-game talent. And I wish I could have been there, but again, a lot of stuff this year that, last year, that contributed to me basically deciding it'd be for the best that I didn't do it. Is what it is. Initially, I was going to kind of go through season by season and give my own input on it, but I'll probably do that later. Different video, because there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I never talked about through all 3 seasons I was a part of, and I still have most of the footage from every season on a hard drive, so I can, you know, show all the behind the scenes stuff unedited footage, because there were some really goofy things that happened that never made it into any sort of behind the scenes stuff. Especially from season 2 with me and Settled. So much fun. Maybe I'll go into something like that when I'm feeling more FOMO or something through this, watching all my friends make their behind the scenes reaction videos to the episodes. You know, I'll poke my head in and say, hey guys, I'll tell you about the old season back in my day. We'll see. Maybe I will. I guess that's all I got. I just finished the secret project that wasn't allowed to talk about, so you'll be seeing that this week. I don't really know how much I can say about it, so I'm not going to tell you about it. But you'll see it this week. It's done. I'll see you around next time I decide to... I kind of like talking to the camera like this sometimes, so, you know, maybe I'll figure out how to do this without becoming some weird React streamer, because I don't want to just react to things. Let me know if you like when I do this or if I should shut up forever, you think. I don't know. All right, I'll see you later.